The complete work of Swami Vivekananda, video 46. 46. From that comes minuteness and the rest of the powers, glorification of the body and indestructibleness of the bodily qualities. This means that the yogi has attained the 8 powers. He can make himself as minute as a particle or as huge as a mountain, as heavy as the earth or as light as the air. He can reach anything he likes. He can rule everything he wants. He can conquer everything he wants, and so on. A lion will sit at his feet like a lamb, and all his desires will be fulfilled at will. 47. The glorification of the body is beauty, complexion, strength, adamantine hardness. The body becomes indestructible. Nothing can injure it. Nothing can destroy it until the yogi wishes. Breaking the rod of time, he lives in this universe with his body. In the Vedas, it is written that for that man there is no more disease, death, or pain. 48. By making samyama on the objectivity and pointer of illumination of the organs, on egoism, the inherence of the gunas in them, and on their contributing to the experience of the soul, comes the conquest of the organs. In the perception of external objects, the organs leave their place in the mind and go towards the object. This is followed by knowledge. Egoism also is present in the act. When the yogi makes samyama on these and the other 2 by gradation, he conquers the organs. Take up anything that you see or feel, a book for instance. First, concentrate the mind on it, then on the knowledge that is in the form of a book, and then on the ego that sees the book, and so on. By that practice, all the organs will be conquered. 49. From that comes to the body the power of rapid movement, like the mind, power of the organs independently of the body, and conquest of nature. Just as by the conquest of the elements comes glorified body, so from the conquest of the organs will come the above mentioned powers. 50. By making samyama on the discrimination between the subtle and the purusha, come omnipotence and omniscience. When nature has been conquered and the difference between the purusha and nature realized, that the purusha is indestructible, pure and perfect, then come omnipotence and omniscience. 51. By giving up even these powers comes the destruction of the very seed of evil, which leads to Kaivalya. He attains aloneness, independence, and becomes free. When one gives up even the ideas of omnipotence and omniscience, there comes entire rejection of enjoyment of the temptations from celestial beings. When the yogi has seen all these wonderful powers and rejected them, he reaches the goal. What are all these powers? Simply manifestations. They are no better than dreams. Even omnipotence is a dream. It depends on the mind. So long as there is a mind, it can be understood. But the goal is beyond even the mind. 52. The yogi should not feel allured or flattered by the overtures of celestial beings for fear of evil again. There are other dangers too. Gods and other beings come to tempt the yogi. They do not want anyone to be perfectly free. They are jealous, just as we are, and worse than us sometimes. They are very much afraid of losing their places. Those yogis who do not reach perfection die and become gods. Leaving the direct road, they go into one of the side streets and get these powers. Then again they have to be born, but he who is strong enough to withstand these temptations and go straight to the goal becomes free. 53. By making samyama on a particle of time and its precision and succession comes discrimination. How are we to avoid all these things, these devas and heavens and powers? By discrimination, by knowing good from evil. Therefore, a samyama is given by which the power of discrimination can be strengthened. This by making a samyama on a particle of time and the time preceding and following it.